Hello there. Now let's speak about something that I've really noticed recently. The kind of men that we have today in society. Why is the world really like it is today? Everything is actually based on man. Let's start from the beginning, Adam and Eve, how the creation started. Eve made a mistake, but was Eve the first creation? No. Adam made Eve made the mistake and took it to Adam. And Adam, good morning, sir. Instead of correcting what happened with Eve and like cautioning her and like bringing her back to the right thing, Adam joined her and ate the fruit. Nobody ever blamed. Everybody blamed Eve, and I also blame Eve. Everybody blamed Eve, but nobody ever blamed Adam. That why did he listen to the woman? Now bringing it up to like later in the Bible, we talk about Jezebel and her husband. How was Jezebel able to like deceive the husband? Because the husband gave her the chance to be able to deceive him, and he didn't correct her. Like, she knew how to get into the man's heart, because getting into a man's heart is very very easy, the most minor thing. But the point is, does the man have the reasoning of God? If the man in your life, you cannot see God in him, that man can never lead you to anywhere right. Maybe like the bluey days, there are the good days, like the beautiful days, everything going smooth and all of that. But then gets to the stormy days, then the very stormy days, then the hard rocky stormy days. If you are able to go through all of these things without betraying your partner, like selling off your partner or any form of betrayal, then yes, the bedrock of your family is on point. But most people that celebrate like most of these marriages, that we have been together for 20 years, 2,000 years, but if you go into the marriage, it's nothing to write home about. That is not marriage. You're just like sailing through and forcing each other to keep being together. That's actually up to you, and it's actually nice that you keep staying together and managing each other. Oh, there's something sorry about that. But there's something I've noticed. Men of these days are very, very scared of responsibility. I would tell you this thing. They are very, very scared. The typical traditional African man, we would say, would be a man that would provide. But these days, like even those that are even abroad, say, they know how to provide for their wives more than men that are like in the African world. Like most times they might actually enjoy doing it during the good days, and when things get bad, that's when you know like this guy was really really scared of providing, so now he's really showing his fears and all of that. This might not happen in every case, but this is the case most of the times when a couple split up and the man knows like he was the one providing, and let's say the wife was not doing anything, he will use the opportunity to really like pour out his anger and his bitterness towards her. Like, if men these days are able to stand like God, like be like Jesus Christ himself, and stand and know that your responsibility in your family is to provide, and nobody should take that away from you, and protect your family and your wife at all costs. Protect and provide at all costs. There will be far lesser cases of divorce. Cases of divorce is used most of the times is usually because the man started misbehaving. When the woman started misbehaving, it's actually controllable. But when is the man? That's the reason why you were called to be a leader. Like, you are supposed to be a leader because you are supposed to, no matter the situation that occurs in your life, you're supposed to be able to handle it, put yourself together, and still pull your family through out of that situation. Not for you to fumble it and destroy it and then blame the wife. They are always blaming the women. They are always blaming the women for everything. They never take accountability for nothing. And yet you call yourself a leader, a husband, a man. No. And then they, from all of this like weakness, because I would call this a weakness, like a lot of men are really scared to say, I'm afraid to provide. Like, the burden of provision is too much on me. I want somebody to help me out. But no matter what, even if somebody tries to help you or your wife is there to support you, it's not still a job to provide. It's not a natural thing for a woman to provide. Even if a woman is alone and she's like providing, the person that truly provides for her is God. But that's not a God-given talent. A woman is meant to nurture what is given to her. She needs to be given something, then she nurtures it right. But we would have to give her something. That's the reason why if you disrespect your wife, you can never get respect from her. If you love and respect your wife, you will get love from her. Whatever you do to your woman is what she will bring up. I know that so many women of the old days will like say, hey, do this and that. Don't turn upside down for your husband. Hey, don't divorce. They are crying. Most of them are like, they are so sad. They are so sad that they ended up with their husband, but they are really scared of doing what women that today are doing. Like, somebody that cannot manage, and they will always say you cannot tolerate rubbish and you went to marry. Why should you tolerate rubbish? Because those people that tolerated rubbish, do you know where they ended up? Getting HIV/AIDS, getting so many trash, like turning out to be the man in the relationship. There's nothing good about it. A woman can provide. Like, a woman can actually do more than what a man can do as regards to provision if she puts her mind into it, but it's not her job. There's no need of giving her that work. Don't give it to her. You are wicked if you do that. If guys are so scared of providing, why are you scared of providing? That's what you've been giving naturally. It's just like me being scared of giving birth, and I want to give it to my husband. That's the Oga, uncle, help me to give birth. Hello, you were giving that gift already. You have it naturally, whether you can find it in you or not. You just ask God to give you the grace to be able to do it and take away negative thinking from your mind. Nobody should provide for you as a man. Only God. If you lean on Him and you work hard, you will get what you need to get. Stop being scared of providing. That's your God-given talent. You should do it in happiness and joy, just like it is when a woman is in a happy home. She's able to nurture, and all of her love comes out from the way she's being treated. Marriage is not difficult in any single way. Providing for men is not even difficult in any single way. If you set your mind right, and like you have the right kind of sponsors or the right kind of advisors, you will be able to do beyond imagination. But selfishness, they taught you selfishness, and you don't want to go to selflessness, and you are very selfish and involve yourself in marriage, and you're expecting your wife 50-50, abi whatever. You're supposed to bring 100%, and your wife will bring the 100% of the one left. Like, from the way she nurtures it. Your house is a house until you bring a wife to there and it becomes a home. Without a man in your life, like, it's going to be very difficult as regards to providing herself. But after a while, it's actually possible to help yourself out, to be honest, if you're also hardworking as a woman. But there's no need to take that burden. There's no need to take that burden of providing, because it's not your job as a woman to provide. Strong woman. You're not a strong woman. Rest. That's the reason why a lot of women are dying early, because of they are busy doing providing job. Rest. It's God that provides for you. Put yourself in your weak feminine energy, or whatever they call it. Like you are a woman. You need to be loved. You need love in your life, and it doesn't even need to be from a man. You need to first of all even love yourself for you to be able to love others. But as a man, you are a man in somebody's life, but you don't want to provide. You're afraid. And women are saying, because of you are a weakling as a man, the woman will have to be strong. Like, it's just made for you as a man. Do your responsibility and everything will fall in place. Because once you as a man start acting weak, or like not being able to take up your responsibility in the right way, everything will collapse. Everything depends on you. If God himself was not acting right, this world would have collapsed. If God was not a good leader, if Jesus was not a good leader, everything would have been destroyed. I got a revelation some days ago about how the world would have been if not for the prayers and the supplication of Jesus Christ and the saints that keep praying. Those are alive. I'm not talking about the dead saints, that like the way the Catholic paints saints. Saints are those that are alive and are praying for things to be right. If not for that, this world would have been going through that famine that was planned for us. So we can actually make these things right by doing the right thing, starting from the leader, the man. Take up your position and stop being scared of providing. That's your God-given talent. Wake up. You don't have to be like your father. If not, you end up being worse than your father. Even if you are so angry with him, there's no need of being angry with him. Wake up and do your responsibility. What is your problem? What's so scary about providing? It's even possible for a woman, talk more of you that it was given to. But giving birth, you can't even carry a child no matter what. There's so many things that God has put in you that he has not put in a woman, and so many things he has put in a woman. So many things. That's the reason why you need to provide, because she cannot do everything. God cannot give everything to women. He has given us too much. You do your part. What's so scary? And then you call yourself a man. What makes you a man if you cannot do the most basic thing of loving, protecting, and providing your family? May God help you.